Okay, we're set. So today we're going to be playing a little bit more Pokemon, but it's different than normal Pokemon. What we have going today is we have a wheel that's going to dictate how we have four wheels. I've got four wheels here. Four wheels here that are going to dictate. I'm realizing now that they're all the same wheel, but they're going to dictate what we put in our deck. We're going to build a deck, and then we're going to face the Pokemon TCG Standard Gauntlet, where we're going to go into the regular Pokemon TCG ladder. We're going to play a game. We're going to play 3 games, and the goal is to win one of the games. We just need to win one, but the kicker is our deck's going to be straight dog water. So, right, I'll show you what I mean. This is the first wheel. This is the first wheel we got. This has all of the Pokemon V that I have, like, maybe play copies of that I can, like, build decks around and their VMAXs, right? I don't have anything from, like, Astral Radiance or Brilliant Stars or whatever that set is called, but I do have a bunch of straight dog water V Pokemon. Like, what's on here? Liepard V is on here. Metagross V isn't awful, but still pretty bad. Noivern C, by the way. New card type just dropped. But anyway, the idea is we're going to spin this wheel. We're going to get a Pokemon V. We're going to build a deck around that Pokemon V, and we're also going to have other wheels. Right, this one is draw. We'll spin the draw wheel twice. We'll spin the Pokemon search wheel twice. And we'll spin the support Pokemon wheel once, or maybe twice, I don't know. But let's start it out. Let's start it out with the Pokemon V. Who are we going to get? Who are we building our deck around? Oh my god. Double V. It could have gone so much worse. It could have gone so much worse. So let me... I close my webcam? No. Let me close this. Okay. So we're going to go to Deck Manager. We're going to build a new deck, and it's going to be focused around Double V. And it could have been so much worse because they're like this isn't type specific, so I can kind of build around this maybe a little bit better than something else I could have gotten. But yeah, that's what we're building around. That's our V Pokemon. So we're going to have to try and win a game with Double V. All right. Let's go for draw. Let's see what we get. These are all like the worst draw supporters in the game, plus research, which we almost got. Melanie. Melanie isn't awful. I don't remember if Melanie only works for Pokemon V, but I don't remember if it only works for Pokemon Water Pokemon V or not. Oh my god, it works for regular Pokemon V. That's kind of goated. That's kind of great for our purposes because that's super widely applicable. We could totally run Melanie V double. Let's spin the draw wheel one more time. Let me pull it back up. Done. All right. Our second option for draw is gonna be. Let's see. Excuse me. The wheel's broken. Pre-recorded. I guess. No, we're gonna respin this. Can't run 8 Melanie in a deck, and I'm too scared to say I got unlucky. Copycat. All right. So that's our supporter line. We're going to have to run Copycat and Melanie, and we'll see how that goes. Seapoycat. But we do get to use the cool HGSS art, so because luckily I have a playset of those. All right. Okay, so we've got draw and our Pokemon V decided. Next, we have Pokemon Search, an integral part of any Pokemon TCG deck. We're probably gonna spin this wheel twice. Pokekid. Excuse me? Pokekid is pretty awful. That's pretty dog water. Because that's a supporter that only gets one. Yeah, so Pokekid lets you search your deck for a Pokemon and put it into your hand. So that's pretty awful. I'm not afraid to say it. That's pretty bad. But let's spin it again. Hopefully we get something that's an item. Maybe give ourselves a better chance at getting out our doubles. That'd be great. Pokemon Breeders Nurturing? That's even worse. That's bad. This is going to be awful. Alright, let's go ahead and add it. Pokemon Breeders Nurturing. We do get to use the sick full arts though. But now we have 4 supporters and no items in our entire deck. So that's not great. Ayo, Somber Curse, what's up? How's it going? We're spinning wheels to determine what deck we have to play, and then we have to play some games on the ladder and try and win. Where'd my thing go? Okay, all right. Then the last wheel we're gonna spin is support Pokemon. I think we'll spin this one twice, and we'll take our pick of what the two, like what, you know, if we get two ones. Orbeetle is pretty bad. Orbeetle is the guy that lets you look at your opponent's top of their deck, I think, and that does not really synergize with what we got going on here. Evomancy probably isn't good either, but yeah, let's add some Orbeetles. That's not great. Hopefully we're looking for someone better on our second spin here. Let's see. The tension is, you could hear Ninetales. You can hear a pin drop or whatever. Alright. Ninetales it is. I don't remember exactly what this guy does. I think it's probably this one. No, it might be that one. That might be the one we have to go with, because that's the only one that appears to do anything. This is awful. I also only have one of them. I don't know what the hell I was doing with this one, because you know what, I'm gonna respin this because I don't even have a full playset of this one, and like that can barely be called good. I'm realizing now that you guys can't see my screen, but I'm just gonna respin anyway, because that was a bad one. I didn't have a playset of it, so we'll respin. See if we can get something better. Altaria? Altaria isn't bad. That's not awful. Yeah, that's not awful. I think for this to work, I might have to get out. I might have to post a trade real quick for double turbo energy, because I don't have any double turbo energy. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure we save our deck. We're gonna call this Beetle Wool. And we're probably not going to run the Orbeetle, since we got, yeah, I get it, the deck is bad. You don't have to tell me. Alright, and since, yeah, since we got the Altaria, I think we're not going to run with the Orbeetle. We'll try and get something a little bit better. We're going to have to hope that a Fusion Strike will get us double turbo. Okay. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to run double turbo, double Altaria, and we're going to see if we can get some dubs with it. I hope I have a playset of Altaria. But if not, I also have these ones. So I think I'm going to make the rule that I can probably pick which copy I want. So I'm going to do, I think I'll probably do 3 of the Miraculous Charm ones. And which of these are better? Probably this one, right? Retreat. Everything's the same except for the attack is a little bit better on this one. Okay. So I think we're going to add 3 of these ones and 1 of these ones, so that way we get like a little bit of a consistency factor. Goes on top of the deck, right? Yeah, it goes on top of the deck. Maybe we can add, I think my rule is going to be, since I got all these cards off of the wheel. I can't spin. I think I'm going to make the rule I can't add anything better than an uncommon for trainers. Let's see if maybe there's some, or like anything better than uncommon for trades complete, by the way. It worked. Let's go. So let's filter out. Let's look for some good colorless type Pokemon when we're building our deck here. Bunnelby probably doesn't have a good one. This card isn't that good. We're probably not going to run with that. We could try Chatot, but Chatot's on our wheel, actually. This Chatot, which lets you get a discard or a supporter from your discard card on a coin, supporter from your discard pile on a coin flip. We have that on our wheel, so I'm not going to add that to the deck, even though it's probably pretty good. Same thing with Chinchino. Cramorant V we probably can't add because it's too good. Same thing with Ditto. We could try Drampa. I don't know. Call for family attacks in standard is just probably way too slow. Search your deck for 3 Pokemon V, reveal them, put them into your hand. That could be okay. That could be all right. I feel like attachments probably won't be too difficult to get with this deck because we'll have DCE. Hey, what's up, Pro 415 Aimer? That there's a G there. That is supposed to say Pro Gamer. But hi, what's up? Thanks for the first time chat and the follow. We're spinning wheels. Do I have trainers, full art, or gold? Yeah, I have a few, but yeah, what we're doing right now is we're spinning wheels. We spun the wheel. We got Double and Altaria and these supporters, and we have to make a deck using those supporters. So that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, I don't know. Eevee could be okay, just because we can't add anything better than that. Draw a card if you go second and it's your first turn. Draw 3 more cards. That's kind of fire. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I think for the most part, we probably just have to run with this stuff, and we can't add. Maybe Kangaskhan would count. Maybe we could add Kangaskhan. I think sure. We'll add Kangaskhan. Just because it's a. Is it a rare? It's a rare, but you know we need all the help we can get here. Maybe we can also add some water types. Maybe water types would be all right. Because we'll be running the Melanie line, right? So there will be some natural synergy there. Probably didn't have to go all the way back to the beginning, but I digress. Probably no stage 1s. We could try this Basculin, right? It'll be 2 attachments, which might suck a little, but that could be all right. We could consider like a 1-of for that. I don't know. What else? I don't know if there's anything else that's good. We obviously can't add like Drizzile or anything because that defeats the whole purpose of having the support line wheel, right? Because that's just way too good. Right, and the other thing too is when we play our first game here, if we lose, we get to spin a wheel that I'm gonna call it like the buff wheel, right, where we can add whatever we get on the wheel to the deck, right, and it'll be like better cards, so there'll be some natural scaling to what we're doing. Search your deck for up to 2 Melanie cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. That seems kind of pog. We could add that. We could consider that. Obviously, Ludicolo is too good. Obviously, Manaphy is too good. Neither of those are gonna work. I don't know. I think this is kind of okay. I don't know if there's a good way to get an extra attachment on here, because the problem right now is that's going to be 2 attachments, and we might not have time to do that in a game. All right. I think that's looking like it's it. We could try for each basic energy attached to this Pokemon. Nah, we could try Wishy-Washy, but Wishy-Washy is probably not good enough. So maybe we'll cut this down to 2 Kangaskhan, 1 Lapras, 1 Basculin. We'll give ourselves 16 Pokemon. All right, then the rule I'm going to make for these items and stadiums that we add is they can't be like suffocatingly good. We can add any tools, I think, because I don't have a tool wheel. So I think I'm okay with air balloon being added, or like switch, or like big charm if we wanted. Big charm we probably would pick Cape of Toughness over, and maybe we only go one air balloon, and then we can add maybe two switch, or one switch, one escape rope, or something like that. Let's see, what other attachments? All right, is there, maybe we could run an energy switch, maybe just to give ourselves that extra attachment potential. Or the other thing with energy switch is if you need to, you can Melanie to a double and then move the energy off, because Melanie only goes to V. So we could consider that if we don't have, or if we have enough space for it. Obviously we can't add Pokemon search, because that's the whole point of the Pokemon search wheel. Great ball, level ball, all too good. Ordinary rod, we probably don't need ordinary rod. We got energy recycling with Melanie, and we'll probably just be running 7 or 8 water type or water energy. So we should be fine on that front. And then we have obviously 4 double and 4 for Altaria. So we should be fine. The other thing too is we could, no, we can't do like a whole lot of supporter shenanigans. I was going to say, because we have access to this Altaria, this isn't entering. Okay. Yeah, because we have access to this Altaria, we could go fiddle around with different one-ofs for supporters, but we can only do that for stuff that doesn't draw you cards, because, or search you cards, right? So it'd be like, we could add, like, I don't know, Karen's Conviction or something, right? Something that has an alternative effect that isn't drawing cards, but none of those are very good. So I don't know if that'll be worth it. Raihan, we could try Raihan. Raihan's probably too good. It's not on our wheels, but it's probably too good for us to add in just out of nowhere. So Leon, probably not Leon. Yeah, I think that's it. That's probably going to have to be the extent of our deck. And then we're going to have to run 20 energy. Oh, I also don't have Boss on any of the wheels. I think Boss is on the, what's it called wheel? Like the good wheel. The buff wheel. And we could obviously run Sir Chester Bath, because we could make our doubles a little bit more buff. And that seems pretty okay. I think I'm good with that. I think 4 of those is probably as good as we're going to get. And we already got the double turbo, so I guess we're going to have to run 16 energy in our first iteration of this deck. But remember, we have 3 games to get a win, right? And it might look bleak after the first one, but hopefully the wheel spins, if we lose, will help get us there. It's not called beatable anymore. It's just called, we'll just call it wool, because Altaria's got wool, double has wool. And we'll go hop into the versus ladder. We'll see what happens. It is going to be all the way at the back of my decks, but let's hop into a game. He's got a Worlds deck box. That doesn't make me feel good about how we stand. Lost the coin flip, always a good start. I think I've mentioned this before on stream, but I haven't played a lot of Standard recently, so I might be, I'm not like super familiar with what the good decks are. He's going first probably, right? So it might behoove us. Yeah, he's going first, so it might be kind of worth it to get out a Lapras and go for a Melanie. We also have a Melanie in hand, right? And we have a double, so if we need to, we can go retreat into double on our second turn, and then we can go Melanie. I don't know, that's not great. But if we find a double turbo next turn, yeah. He's got Registeel. I think that means he's running the Regigigas deck, which I think is, I don't know the nuances of very well, but it's like it does more damage to, yeah, it's got inbuilt energy acceleration, It does more damage to VMAX Pokemon, but then like it also has the flexibility of each of these guys being good. So yeah, we'll start with this. I think we'll go for the Wintry Call, just because the we'll have to get a card energy in the discard pile, because Melanie is our only form of draw, and we're of course opening ourselves up to like a Marnie here, which might make this less good. But I think we need to find a way to discard energy, so that we can get draw, because the Melanie only works for the draw effect if you have an energy to attach from the discard pile. So we'll see how that goes. He researches, which means we're safe from a Marnie, right? Our hand isn't going to be disrupted this turn, which is great. We'd probably prefer to just attach pass if we don't get a way to discard these energy, which I don't think we have in the deck. I don't think we have a way to discard energy super effectively. We also don't even hit for knockout with this double, which is kind of an L for sure. All right, let's find out what each of these Registeals do. Regigate probably looks like something those two have. This guy does a lot of damage, but it does less damage if the retreat cost is higher, which means our double probably relatively safe unless we attach an air balloon, right? So we got to make sure we look out for that. Otherwise, he's just swinging for 120. This one is kind of a locking guy, which we should be able to find our way out of with our switches and the other guy with our switch and escape rope and air balloon if we need to, Melanie. All of those things should help us. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is the active spot, you may draw until you have 4 cards in your hand. You can't use more than 1 Dragon's Horde ability per turn. This is awful, I'm realizing now. Like, this card is not this card. This card is straight cheeks in our deck. I probably should have attached here. So I could Icy Wind, but I'm just going to attach pass. And now if he knocks us out next turn somehow, we'll be able to go Melanie attach and get a guaranteed hit. And if he knocks us out, right, then it'll be a guaranteed knockout because we'll be doing 150. If not, I think next turn we just go attach to the Lapras and hit with an Icy Wind so that the Registeal's in range of a knockout. Right, and if that happens, we're sitting in a pretty good spot. He still has to find the other Reggie, which he'll probably be able to get off this Regirock. He still has to find Regirock. He probably runs 2 of every IMO is probably the count that he runs. He's probably got 2 of each so that he's not as affected by prize cards. He's trying to figure out what to discard here. Goes with the Regidrago, and he of course, he gets out the Regirock. It looks like a Quick Ball was the other card that he discarded. Scoop Up Net is gonna probably get that guy out of the active. I'll send up this guy because he can draw more cards, which seems good. He's losing an attachment. He's also got a Choice Belt, which we probably should have considered adding, but I actually don't have that card because it's from Brilliant Stars, right? So I don't have that card. This guy's going to hit for weakness on us. He's going to do 170 with the Choice Belt, which means we're going to be toasted. Maybe not, actually. He's going to do... Oh, no. Yeah, I guess with the Choice Belt, we're in trouble. Zinnia is only going to get him 2 cards, which isn't incredible from him. He's going to do, 140, 170. He's going to do 220, 320, 340. He's going to do 340. He's also going to kill our Lapras, which seems about... I don't know. If he kills our Lapras, he doesn't want to do that because then he's out of energy. We can't Nurturing this turn because... because we just put this guy down. Which seems not great. Also, this guy doesn't help us a lot because he doesn't run any V Pokemon. So I think, I don't know, we could retreat into the Swablu, get off of Melanie, and then we get some draw. And maybe that's okay. We can't even knock him out this turn, so we're kind of we're kind of sitting ducks until he gets like a boss or something, which is obviously not where we want to be. Maybe we'll go Sir Chester Bath, just in case he finds a boss without finding. This goes from discard, right? Yeah, the Reggie Gigas goes from discard. So he's not threatening a Regirock hit right now, right? But like if he had the combo where it's like bring up Dubwool, take a hit into the Dubwool, where he could get the weakness damage, right? If he found that, then that'd be bad. I don't know where I was going with that. But if he didn't, yeah, my point was if he didn't find the combo to get the attack with the fighting type off and he instead hit with someone that wasn't going to guaranteed Oko us, we'd take less damage because of this. And the math for us doesn't really matter too much because he's got 130 on most of these guys, which means we're going to need a prize card from him to be taken either way, right? So like this Dubwool does 30 more damage for each prize card this guy's taken. And so we don't even knock him out as it stands right now. So we need something to happen either way, and this just gives us an extra layer of protection. He gets off another Ancient Wisdom, so he's just kind of... Okay, so he hits, which means this guy's in range of our Dubwool. So I think we'll probably go attach Melanie this turn. But he's... I don't know what he's trying to do there, because that doesn't seem... Like this, I thought this guy had a better snipe attack than he does. I'm realizing now that we should have probably attached to the Lapras and retreated because we don't have an attachment for this turn, or we don't have a Melanie for this turn. But we are going to take the knockout. That energy is going to go in the discard pile. He's going to be able to power up that guy and get a return KO. Get a Melanie off the prizes. I don't know. We had to hit though. Right, we had to hit because we don't have any boss in this deck. We do have Escape Rope, which maybe could have given us some counterplay, but what the hell is this? Hisuian Heavy Ball. Look at your face down prize cards. You may feel a basic Pokemon that's in there. So he didn't put it into his prize cards, which means he didn't find anything in his prize cards. I think I'm going to probably assume he can't find a way to switch out of this guy. I mean, he could manually retreat, and he's got Scoop Up Net, so that's probably a bad assumption. But I think I'm going to put up the Lapras. No, that's dumb. I think I have to put up the Dubwool, because he's the only one that can tank a hit. And just remember, it's not the end of the world if we lose this one, because we want access to our... we also find a double Turbo Energy. So we actually can take the knockout here, if I've done my math correctly. And I didn't do math at all for that, but we're hitting for 170 now, which should give us Oko on everything. We can also put down the Altaria. The Altaria doesn't help us too much, but we can get out maybe a Pokekid, and the Pokekid can get put on the top of our deck, and we can get access to another Dubwool maybe, which means we'll have access to more Melanies. I think as it stands right now, we probably want to keep Melanieing to this guy just so we can keep getting draw. But we probably want to hold on to one just so we can keep... This guy probably doesn't have a reason to run Marnie. Oh, we put a capture down. I wonder if he'll have a way to retreat this Regidrago. If he does, then we're toast. Does this have free retreat? This guy has free retreat, so we can use it as a pivot. He didn't have a way to get out of the active. He did have a Stormy Mountain to bump our Sir Chester Bath, so he's doing more damage this turn. He'll hit for 130 because of the Soft Wool ability, and we don't have the Sir Chester Bath protecting us anymore. But I don't know, that's not awful. If we had Boss, we could chase his Regigigas, but we don't, so that's unfortunate. But maybe we have to go... I think we have to go... No, because there's no way we get... He just sends up the Regirock, right? I think we have to hope for a Dubwool off of the Melanie, because... Okay, that does... that's helpful. Stormy Mountains, we don't have anything that... I forgot we had Basculin, but Vasculine and Kangaskhan don't really help in this scenario, right? Because they don't like do enough. So we can drop the double, we can attach an energy, we could probably go escape rope, and that's like our only recourse to getting around his attacker. And I don't know, maybe he sends up something that's stupid to send up. I don't know. This is an all around bad situation for us. And I think we're definitely on pace to lose this. Because if we hit into this guy or this guy, he can just recycle the energy onto here, and he gets it. This guy doesn't have another Aurora energy, so maybe there's a route there, because his Aurora energy are tied up on the Regidrago. Of course, he doesn't have to hit us with the he doesn't have to hit us with the Regirock on this turn, because the Regidrago will be able to do it. So I think I'm going to concede this one, because I think we just lose, and that's fine. So we've lost our first game, right? That's strike 1 of 3, and now comes the time for vengeance or whatever, and we're gonna go to our wheel. We're gonna hello, excuse me. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna open our buff list, or our buff. Excuse me. Where'd my buff one go? Ruh-roh. Damn, my buff wheel's gone. Hold on. Alright, we'll call that good for this. So this is our buff wheel. The buff wheel is less good than I had hoped it would be, but we'll see what we get. Any of these will make our deck exponentially better. Add 4 supporters is probably one of the better ones that we could have gotten. So let's go ahead, close this out. Alright. So we can add any 4 supporters. We'll probably get rid of a bunch of energy for it. We have Copycat, Pokekid, Nurturing. Probably we cut Nurturing. I think 2 Nurturing down to 2 is just better than cutting energy, because the energy has a little bit of utility, and the Pokemon Breeder's Nurturing has literally none. So for supporters, I think we have to filter it to standard, please. I think probably we want a couple of boss, would probably be pretty good. So maybe run 3, and then maybe there's a 1 of that we could add. That would be good. Or we could just add a 4th boss. But maybe we could add a Marnie. Maybe we could add a Research or something. A Raihan maybe? Raihan might be good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go 4 boss, or 3 boss, 1 Raihan for our buff wheel. And let's try this out. Let's see if our deck's a little bit more consistent this time. Let's see if we have a little bit more pop potential. A little bit more targeting potential. And yeah. So that's strike 1 of 2, or strike 1 of 3. If we lose again, we're on the back foot. We get to spin that wheel of buffs twice. And then we get our last chance to win a game. And we hope to God that it happens. Alright, so we're faced with a similar situation. I feel like we can go Wintry Call again. I think it didn't work last time, but I think with our hand this time, where we have double turbo, I think we could run this start, and it might be okay. He had a bunch of water energy, a Melanie, and a Marnie, so I really have no clue what that means for my ability to live. And he's running Ice Rider. Ice Rider is... Oh my god, Wi-Fi? Please? No. No, not like this. It's gonna kick us out. My stream is also lagged. Damn. I have to switch my Wi-Fi real quick. All right. Okay, let's see if this works. We should be back. We should be back. This is awful. All right. Okay, that obviously doesn't count. That obviously doesn't count. Let's see if we can dub. Let's see if we can please win. Please, dear God, win a game. 2022 challenge, Impossible Edition. Lost the coin flip. Always a good start. Let's see if we get the Melanie card again. Okay. No Melanie this time. Kangaskhan, Pokey Kid. Such an awful hand, bro. This is such a bad hand. Andy's got Arceus, which is not great for us. It's not great. Just because it's also not, it doesn't have a sprite, apparently. Yes, we're going to go Pokey Kid. We'll start out with a double. But maybe the Altaria will be a good path for this game. We'll go, I don't know, maybe we hold on to this. I don't know. Yeah, we'll attach it there. We probably don't want to miss an attachment per turn. And he's going to hit for, what, 150? Does Trinity Charge, not Trinity Charge, Trinity Nova does 200. If he has a double turbo, it'll do 180. So he'll still be knocking us out through the Sir Chester Bath. He's going to go Starbirth. Maybe Boss Energy is what he'll look for. We obviously don't see because it is 2 random cards and he doesn't have to show us. He's going to go Quick Ball. See what he grabs off that Gyarados. Gyarados seems good. So we're going to try and avoid hitting into that. He's also going to get the Melanie combo off this turn, so he won't have to attach a double. But he will likely try to attack this turn, which means we'll have a 150 off the double next turn, probably, which seems pretty okay. He's also going to get a Bidoof down. There goes the Kangaskhan. That dude is ripped. And we also still can't see our Pokemon, which is suboptimal. You dig. He's got his Gyarados powered up. There's our double. Let's go Poke-Kid, and let's try for the Swablu Altaria route. And I think that's gonna be probably our only chance. We miss an energy attachment. We don't get our Revenge Blast this turn, which is not great. He's probably going to have to try and boss chase, right? He'll have to try and chase the Swablu because his only way around the Altaria is going to be Bibarel, which isn't super great. But he's going to research this turn, which means he's not going to be able to hit my Altaria, which is great. He did have a boss. Maybe that was a couple of turns ago, but he did have a boss. There's an Ultra Ball. He's probably going to go for a second V-Star or V-Max. Maybe he plays Phoebe or something. Dude, this is so annoying not being able to see the sprites or the bigger cards. He did have Punkaboot. The Bibarel does 100 damage. I can't see. Okay, there, I can see it like this. But it does nothing if he flips tails. So I'll probably just go Trinity Nova and build up his Bibarels as much as he can, right? That seems good. He is going to hit for 200. The Soft Wool doesn't work. I forgot about that because of the Path to the Peak. And he's not charging his Bibarels, so maybe he's not expecting me to hit with Altaria. So we're going to go Poke-Kid. We'll get out another Swablu. I don't know. Maybe he's expecting that I run the other Altaria. And maybe we're not gonna evolve, right? Because we don't want to make one of our Swablus a target. But maybe I don't know. That might be a misplay because if he escape ropes, we want to put in the Altaria. But he's going to research again, which means he's not going to boss. And if he just keeps charging up his Gyarados and stuff, he won't have energy to attach to the Bibarel. That's fire artwork, by the way. Yeah, he's going to get another knockout. So we're going to evolve into the Altarias, and we're going to stall for as long as we can. We'll probably boss up the Gyarados, right, because it's got a big retreat cost and it can't hit our Altaria. And Path to the Peak only works for V Pokemon. So this deck proving yet again why it's god-awful. But yeah, we'll just boss pass, and we'll see if he has a way to get out of our... He's also down to 10 cards in his deck, which makes me think it'll be really difficult for him to find energy. He's going to Hyper Beam. Double Turbo in the prize cards, or in the discard pile. We don't know how many he runs, but we'll see. He's down to 9 cards. Maybe we can burn him through his resources. Maybe. If we see a concession, then that means he doesn't have a way out of it. But if we don't see a concession, that means he's still got something to play for. Right? And this Bibarel can get this can get him there if he flips heads. He doesn't have it. Let's go. Let's go, man. All right. Let's go. All right. So we won. Challenge completed. We've defeated the gauntlet. We won a game with freaking double Altaria. Look at that, man. Look at that. Let's go. All right. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching.